Hey up, me odes. It's Rowie here, with another slightly different video for you today. I will be having a beer. Well, not technically a beer. I'll be having a hard seltzer. So we'll bait you in nice and early. I will be having a Smooj Pina Colada hard seltzer smoothie, which I got from Brew Cavern as part of their big American hype showcase that they got over a few. I think it might have been last week. Actually, it might have been last week, or maybe the week before. But I was able to get one of the cans, but I was quite ill, so I haven't drunk it. So I was thinking, what should I talk about tonight? Because it's a hard seltzer at the end of the day, and it's quite a hyped one. But I thought, at the end of the day, why don't I just talk about something that annoys me? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about something that annoys me now. This isn't going to be one of those rant videos that people make, because people love those, don't they? The rant videos where they get angry, in front of the camera about, I don't know, why Burger King Whoppers aren't as big as they used to be, or you know, how their camembert didn't melt properly when they put it in the oven. It's not going to be one of those because I'm not going for the low hanging views because I'm not a fucking hack. But it is something I want to talk about, and I've always felt this way. And it's this. It's going to be an unpopular opinion, and hopefully we can get a nice little angry debate going in the comments. And that is people who insist on having a taster of every beer before they buy it. It's the shittiest thing on earth, and it literally makes you look like a fucking asshole every single time you do it. Now, I'm not going to lie, like if you normally go to a pub or a bar that specialises in beer and you don't drink beer, say you drink gin or you drink tequila, then ask away for a taster because you're outside of your comfort zone. So it is then the job of the people who are working to give you the tasters and to direct you into something that you're going to enjoy. For that, 100%, have as many tasters as you want. What annoys me, and it's always sort of like 40 to 50-year-old guys who, and they always insist that, I've been drinking all my life, I know everything about beer. I've forgotten more about beer than you've ever known. Do you know what I mean? Those sort of wankers who they can't buy anything without having a fucking sample first. And oh my days, they are just the most unbearable fucking bores. It's beyond me. Like they'll go in, they'll see the board, they'll say like 15 beers up there. Like, oh yeah, I'll have taster of 1, 2, and 3, all 4% pale ales. The difference is going to be negligible. It's like, oh yeah, I'll have a sample of each of them, and then like fucking like swilling it round, like really like trying to have a fucking sniff of this 4% session pale that they're going to spend, which they're only going to have a half of, and then sup for fucking 40 minutes. Oh my days, it is beyond me. And it's not even the fact that when it comes to tasters, you're just giving away free product, but that's what it is for them. Because as far as they're concerned, oh yeah, over course at night, you get extra pint that way. That's because they're all from Yorkshire, probably. Was that Yorkshire accent? I don't know. I'm not very good at accents. Oh my word! And when I used to work at Junkyard, there used to be these two oldish boys used to come in all the time, and they exclusively drank dark beer. They only drank dark beer, right? So there was only ever at that time there was 2 dark beers on at all times. So it was line 14 and line 15 were the dark beers, and they'd come in and they'd look at the board and they'd be like, and then for 4 or 5 minutes, reading everything, and they're just gonna want the 2 dark beers, and then they'd be like, oh, can we have 2 tasters? Because heaven fucking forfend they had to share a taster. Yeah, can we have 2 tasters of 14 and 15? And then they would make, and the thing is they'd be there all night and they would just drink those beers anyway, but they made this grand show of they'd sniff the beer, they'd and then they'd try it against the other, and it's like, Jesus Christ, son, there's only 2 things there that you want to drink. Why is it so fucking difficult for you to decide? And so say if I go out, right? I go out, there's a beer board with 30 beers on, right? If I go out, I'm going to want to drink either an IPA, a lager, or a stout. So instantly I just know what three things that I need to look for. And then if I see things like, oh yeah, there's a Polly's Brew Co. IPA on there, and it's Citra Sabro. Oh, I love Citra, I love Sabro, and I love Polly's Brew Co. I'll have one of those. I don't need to taste it beforehand to see if I'm going to like it or not. And that's the part that annoys me the most. It's the people who insist they know everything about everything, who usually know the square root of jack shit, to be perfectly honest with you, and they're just unfucking bearable. And it's like, oh yeah, well, why should I have to waste my money on a beer that I might not like? That's that fucking arsehole mentality. And it's just like, well, I tell you what, I assume you've never ever had a can of beer or a bottle of beer. Like, do they go to a cocktail bar and they're like, oh, it's between a margarita and a mojito. Could you make me a very, very small margarita and a very, very small mojito so I can taste them both first? No. Why would you do that? And you'd be laughed out of the building because it's mental, And then they'll say things like, oh yes, but when you're in a restaurant and you order a bottle of wine, they bring the bottle of wine across for you to taste it before to see if you like it. No, they don't. What they do is they bring the bottle of wine over for you to taste, to see if it's corked or not, or to see if it's oxidized, to see if there's something wrong with the wine. And if there is, they'll bring you another bottle of that same wine. It's not to see if you like it. Like, would you go, oh yeah, really, fancy, I don't know if I want steak and chips or the chicken pie. If you're in a restaurant, don't steak and chips or the chicken pie. Can you ask chef to make a very small portion of each so I can decide? Absolutely fucking mental. Like, it boils my piss every single time that somebody... Yeah, so basically, tasters of beer are for absolute losers, to be honest with you. As in, yeah, like, why claim to know so much about something? And also, like, as in, do you know how the best way to have a taster, if you don't know if you're going to like something or not? Buy a fucking third. Yeah, buy a third of it. Because then that way, if you don't like it, you can just sink it and then it's done. And it's cost you £1 fucking 50, maybe £1.80. Jesus Christ. Honestly, the guys in craft beer are the biggest fucking losers. And that's coming from a guy in craft beer who likes craft beer. Now, that being said, now that I've fallen out with everybody, Smooj, Pina Colada, hard seltzer smoothie. What is this in? So, where are we? Ingredients: carbonated water, pineapple puree, cream of coconut, alcohol, just alcohol, key lime puree. So I'm not too sure what the ABV is on this. I'll look up at some point. It's 5%. So Smooj are obviously a big hype hard seltzer company. So obviously going to get the thingy glass, the Emperor's Brewery glass. So let's get this open. Let's get this poured. Now this, obviously, for all you cucks who need to have a fucking taster, you'll never get to try this because no one would open a can for you. So, yeah. Look at that. Oh, my days. That is thick. That is creamy. That looks like a bloody milkshake, that. Look at that. Spilt some down the glass. That was a quid's worth I've just spilt there. There's actually a fly's just landed on top of it. God damn it. Okay, well, it looks like it's going to go over the rim of the glass. Let's try and have a sniff. I'm going to have to keep it down here. I'll see if I can just lift it up a little bit more. So there we go. Hey, smells like a pina colada. So let's get this. Let's have a bloody smoojy slurp, shall we? That is ridiculously good. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave that there as testament to how good that is. That is so thick. That is creamy. It tastes like a pina colada. There's no way you'd believe this is a hard seltzer. That is absolutely fantastic. So yeah. Well, a bit there as well. That's fine. Don't worry about it. So, well, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for indulging my my views if on people who insist on having tasters for every single thing they buy. If you're one of those people, let yourself be known in the comments so I can argue with you. If you've enjoyed the video, because I've got views on loads of things actually that I wouldn't mind getting out. Like people who only drink sour beers, I can do a video on that if you want, or Untapped, that's a whole thing, I can do that as well, I suppose. There's a whole series of things that I can do arseholey rants about, aren't there? So we'll do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to have another slurp of the Smooj. This is unbelievable. This is so, so good. It's sold out pretty much straight away on Brewcavern. But yeah, you can see why. I can see why people go so crazy for it. I mean, that's another video, isn't it? The why can't beer taste like beer people. We can do one on them because they'd fucking hate this. They would be, oh Christ, they would shit their pants and call their mums if they fucking got served something like this. I'm gonna have to take this glass to work and run it through the glass wash. But yeah, one more slurp and then I'm off. Oh, absolutely magic. Thanks for watching. Give us a like and subscribe if you want, or don't. But yeah, have a good one. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Yeah, in a bit. Yeah, bye. Yeah.